Hey, what is up guys? Massive here, back to do another video, and this is a very special video because when I upload this video I will probably have reached the 10,000 subscriber amount on YouTube, which is an extraordinary milestone for my channel. I don't think we're ever going to reach 100,000 on this channel, given how unpopular RTS nowadays in modern times is. Plus Kane's rap was never really that popular to begin with, but I think I've captured pretty much the entire audience of this game, and I'm really happy to have achieved 10,000 subscribers. It's a huge amount of subs, for me anyways. I think it's a lot for Kane's Wrath, and it's been a blast making videos for the past, 13 years since I've made my channel. Quite a long time thinking about it. Many good games have been played, and many tournaments as well. I've put out a lot of content, and I'm looking forward to continue to put out content. So if you haven't already subscribed to my channel and you want to stay notified of when I'm going to be posting next, and posting good games like the one you're about to see here, then you should go ahead and do that. Anyways, with all that said, this is going to be on Hampstead Gardens. I sent this replay to Cyber to cast, just like the one I played against Assassin Spy. He uploaded that on his channel recently. I highly recommend you guys check that game out on Cyber's channel. I also posted my first person view of that game. It's a great game to watch. So this buzzer, I said here, does Senna have health bars enabled? Because if he did, he'd notice the health bar on that buzzer. Sadly though, a little bit of a map bug there. If you place structures too close to garrisons, then you can get that bug where units sometimes don't garrison. That sadly happened to me. I lost a buzzer. Not a huge deal though. The game isn't exactly over because I lost one buzzer, but it would have been nice to have vision in that area, since buzzers on their own don't really provide much of a vision radius. It's even more beneficial for buzzers garrisoning them, just due to that very limited vision range that they have. So here I need to go into Seekers in case he's building 2 War Factory. I can't see his base. He could be going 2 War Factory for all I know at this point. Thankfully I've got this buzzer to see his War Factory. If he's going buggies, we can assume that there's going to be a 2 War Factory by buggy on the way. Thankfully, however, it's just going to be Eco. Now it is Senna, so Eco is likely, but he is also known to all in. A couple games before I played this one against Senna, he did all in me as Marta Kane. So you never know what to expect. Trial 59, you either love it or hate it. I personally love this faction and how it is designed. It's tricky to balance and get right, but as far as design is concerned, I like it a lot. It solves a lot of the issues inherent to Scrin, like their limited unit roster. They don't have much unit composition potential compared to other factions like GDI and NOD. Due to their infantry being pretty lackluster, they're very slow and the utility of it isn't too great. Traveller solves that with just one upgrade. They got advanced articulators, increases the speed of infantry by 66%, which is a significant increase. Makes them viable, plus they get the Prodigy to make up for the fact that you don't have shields. You don't really need shields though, because even when you lose your tripods, you can just build fast leg engineers and take back the husk. And I'd even argue that having traveler engines gives more survivability to Devastator warships than the shields do, because the traveler engines increases the speed by 60% on those warships. Having that increased speed is more likely to get you out of a tough spot than that extra health provided for by the shields. Now it does make you super vulnerable to the EMP power, the players can utilize if there's an EMP structure on a map. It's paramount as a Traveler player to take it out at all costs, or to capture it for your own. I've got 2 strike forces, one on the left, one on the right. I see flame tanks. I'm going to be vigilant enough to stop the one on the right hand side. Usually they come in pairs, so I'm scouting for the second one. There is a statue of Havoc in the corner. You could have a flame tank hiding down there. I've got my tier 3 now, and I'm beginning to build Mechapedes. Against Nod, you want to be going for Mechapedes. It's certainly a good thing to do. Very hard to counter as a Nod player, but Nod Vanilla in particular has a less of a challenge against it, since they just can get laser capacitors, scorpions, and shut it down pretty quickly. Plus they got that mine drop which can insta-kill mechas. I'm researching the shard launcher upgrade for my Seekers currently, so throwing them into battle and losing them would be a mistake. I'll engage once I have this upgrade. He's researching laser capacitors himself, so both of us are soon going to have our respective tier 3 upgrades. You don't want to be countering laser scorps with Seekers as Traveler. I'm going to put this lightning spike on top of the MCV to deny it from packing. That's a trick you can do as Sprint. Sadly though, I lack the DPS, even with shards, to one-shot kill that MCV. But I was close. It was worth the attempt. It does put his MCV on really low health. He's going to chase me back. I lost several units on the retreat. And whilst he's busy with that, he's going to be caught off guard. I'm going to attack his main with these Seekers. Get in there, maybe kill a Harvester. But he's got way too many Raider Buggies for me to contend with. That was the point of the Shock Troopers. I built them to make him think I'm going mass Shock Trooper, when in reality it was just 3 or 4 shocks. I only built them to make him overspend on a counter that he really didn't need. But against Seekers, the laser buggies are going to be enough to drive them away, so it's not too bad. I'm going to garrison triple engineer inside of this Eradicator hexapod. It's a good idea to do this nowadays since the corruptor heal rate was nerfed. In turn, I buffed the hard points inside of those epic units. Without Devastator warships, it's going to be tricky engaging into this Nob base. He's got a lot of Raider buggies. He's on tier 3. There's a risk now of him having EMP, which is exactly the case here. He's got a ton of Raider buggies with EMP. I've got those Mechapedes which can thin out their numbers, but I decide to turn away. The Scorpion tanks are going to make short work of this Hex. But what I really should be doing is attempting to move this Hex back, but I think it's futile. He's got it surrounded. He's going to take it out, and I can't exploit it like in previous patches. You can't teleport an EMP'd hexapod. Plus, when the Hex is phased and EMP'd, eventually that phase timer will expire and it will take damage even when EMP'd. That was not the case before. So as you see here, the hexapod will be destroyed. Unfortunately, I'm going to lose my epic unit. I took out his main. I mostly took it out. Sadly, he did keep his refinery there, so he's going to retain control of the ground radius in that location. But me being Traveler, I have a lot of options at my disposal now. I can go for more tripods. I can go for a signal transmitter and start spamming planetary assault carriers, which against Nod is a good option, though less so now because the stealth tanks take less damage from pack interceptor fighters compared to previously. I've got nothing to respond to this army, but a little trick you can do with the Prodigy is teleport in units. That's why I did that line formation with those 4 tripods. I was able to teleport 3 of the 4 tripods. It's going to give me the reinforcements I desperately need to hold off this attack. His forces are being affected by that temporal wormhole, and I was hoping to catch him at his expansion with these Seekers, harass his economy. but he has 2 large forces of Scorpion tanks, so sadly I was not able to get the damage on his base. He's going to keep his eco in good shape. Lots of Scorpion tanks with lasers. This is a really powerful strategy to do as Nod against a Scrin faction. No Redeemer just yet for him. He's got this Venom. He might click me. And like other players, shadow teams are being built from the barracks now. A lot of players seem to enjoy building them from the hand of Nod. It's a positive change, I would say. We're seeing more unit variety, more counters than ever before as a result of the changes made in 1.02 plus. That's a ton of tripods and seekers. I had to build them in order to counter this mass infantry spam that we saw. I'm going to rebuild my hexapod, and at this point here I'm not sure what I'm going to be up against. I'm assuming he's going to either go for vertigo bombers or more Scorpion tanks with a Redeemer. I'm assuming it's going to be mass Scorpion tank with a Redeemer mixed in. He's going to try and rage my army and then just Q move with Scorpion tanks. It'd be a good option for him. My temporal wormhole was already used, so the next engagement will be hard for me to contend with. These are unshielded tripods. Another Prodigy gets sniped there by the shadow teams. This time I'm going to use the Buzzstorm support power. I didn't quite get all of them. Redeemer in the bottom. Upon seeing that, I've got a window of opportunity to make it over to his expansion, try and take out that base. He's likely got his tech center there. So I'm going to move in. Obelisks are there to meet me. The signal transmitter is going to be great to build planetary assault carriers. I think I upgraded both upgrades, the shard launcher and traveler engine upgrade for my warships. I'm going to need them. I'm going to trap these Scorpion tanks. There's no way for him to escape. I've got tripods in every angle, so those are going to be falling. Not sure who came out ahead there. He certainly kept me distracted. So he has been doing something whilst that was going on. As to what that may be, we'll soon find out. But I'm going for packs now. It's a really good strategy against Nod. Their AA isn't as potent as it is for other factions. GDI have tungsten shells. It's a really good hit scan damage type. It's instant. Doesn't overkill. Unlike Tibcore missiles, you can often overkill enemy units with it. Those pack interceptors don't need Tibcore to be shot down. The AA of the GDI is better for killing that type of unit. But what I was not expecting in this game was a ton, and I mean a ton of infantry. He's got like 80 squads of infantry. He's probably even decoy armied. If he hasn't, that's just incredible. But he's essentially poured all of his eggs into one basket. He's going mass infantry, and as Nod, you can use the redemption. He has so much potential to push into my base and EMP everything if they go down. I decide I'm not going to stick around here. I've got 3 Devastator warships, no temporal to force this attack back. I wasted my phase on my hexapod, so no crush potential there. If I had a couple gunwalkers, I could have phase crushed his imp, but those are fast imp. He's got Tib infusion. Devastators, though, are going to be my answer to this force. He's got Venoms flying in. I need to start queuing some AA turrets. And this Redeemer has no answer. I'm not going to be able to counter this. So instead, I'm going to opt for the base trade. I've got 7 Devastator warships. That should be enough to take care of this imp. Well, I'm hoping it is. Infantry taking out my expansion. tripods over on the right, taking out his expansion. I see he's only got one ref there. I'm going to destroy that. And once I've taken out that expansion, I'm going to head on down to the bottom. This drone ship, I'm going to pack up, move it away. The Redeemer can kill the drone ship. You may be wondering, Leaf, how can it kill the drone ship? It doesn't have any anti-aircraft inside of it. Well, you can just simply fly into an enemy drone ship and it will get taken out. Something I covered in the 10 things you didn't know about Kane's Raft video that I made about a year and a half ago. So these Devastator warships, I'm just essentially searching his base all over for structures to destroy. I see an MCV there. It's packed up, so it's going to take less damage than if it were packed up, deployed. But nevertheless, it will go down to those Devastator warships. I'm going to lose one or two of them to the SAM sites in return for that MCV going down. So now, with that MCV down and his natural expansion taken out and his main destroyed, I'm left wondering, where is his last structure? He's got nothing left. I'm searching all over. You can see I'm frantically searching his base. I used the temporal wormhole to slow down those rockets so this drone ship can make it out alive, but sadly it will not make it. The drone ship will go down, which leaves me with just a technology assembler on low health. There's a disruption tower there. It could have been that I've left one or two of his structures in this base, and that indeed was the case. He's got a power plant and a ref. Those are the only two structures he has left. His Redeemer is making its way to my tier 3. I have the repair tool on that, so I am repairing it. The Redeemer is getting into flame range. It's so close to going down, and it falls, and I could not believe it. I just could not believe that had happened. That tier 3 fell as his refinery was about to. His ref was so close to going down, guys. It was like on 1 health when I lost that game. I was expecting the win screen to appear, but instead I got the loss screen. So that was unfortunate. But that just shows Green Zero. I post losses. I don't know if Green Zero watches my videos still, but he once accused me of posting only wins, and I never post losses. Well, there you go, Green Zero. There's the loss on my channel. Nevertheless, guys, hope you enjoyed that one there on Hamster Gardens. If you did, don't forget to hit the like button. I really appreciate that. And before I go, I'd like to thank my Patreon members for continuing to support me and my channel, and for keeping this patch development going as well. So this is it for me, Master Leaf, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out.